Hey, I wanted to show you what we're doing for writing this week. This is the last opinion writing that we'll do together before the students work on an SBAC practice writing. So they really need to have the foundations of opinion writing down. So this is where you find it. The week of November 16th through the 20th. Then you're going to find the one that says week of November 16th through the 20th, writing. If you don't see it, you have to click View More. More open up. Here it is, week of November 16th through the 20th, writing assignment. If you'll notice, all my assignments are sorted by the week. They always start with the day and the date. So I'll click on that. This is due by Friday at 3:30. If I don't have it by Friday at 3:30, your child will get a 0, as we are doing bits and pieces of it together on Zoom. Now here's the issue. Many students are choosing not to open it at all and not do anything, which will result in the students getting a 0. This is a report card writing project. So if they get a 0, it's automatically a level 1 because I don't have any evidence of what they can and can't do for opinion writing. So since we are doing it on Zoom together, everybody should have it completed. Please ask your child to see there so you know where they're at. And if they get a level 1, it won't be a surprise to you. So what they would do is they would click on this and it would open and you would be able to see their writing. However, my writing is in another spot, so let me pull up mine and show you, and that way you can refer back to it as an example while your child is writing at home. So mine is under the same week of November 16th through the 20th, but it's under the week of November 16th through the 20th lessons. This is where I house all the lessons that I teach throughout the week. And mine is right here. So let me show you what we did. The first thing we did was we watched a book, Turkey Trouble, and it's about a turkey that dresses up as other animals to avoid being eaten for Thanksgiving. And eventually, he learns that that's probably not a good idea because those animals could be eaten as well. So he orders the farmer and his wife pizza. So he avoids being eaten for that Thanksgiving dinner. So I posed the question, do you think we should eat turkeys for Thanksgiving? Why or why not? And the students on Monday had to state their opinion and their topic sentence. Well, their topic sentence would state their opinion. So my opinion was, I think we should eat turkey for Thanksgiving. And then I came up with 3 reasons. My reasons are in yellow. Turkey is so delicious. Eating turkey on Thanksgiving Day is a family tradition, and turkey is a great source of protein. Then I had to go back because if I just had just the yellow, that is first grade writing. That is not 5th grade writing. So then I had to go back and add some more explanation. So for the reason turkey is so delicious, I had to come up with some reasons why turkey is so delicious. So turkey tastes so good with gravy and mashed potatoes, and stuffing is delicious when it is cooked inside a turkey. I had to add explanations and examples for the second reason. Eating turkey on Thanksgiving Day is a family tradition. So the red is me explaining that a little bit more. So every year my family goes shopping and we buy the biggest turkey that we can find. My dad would spend all day cooking the turkey. We enjoyed laughs and songs while he cooked the turkey. And then reason 3, again, the red is my explanations or examples, and I had to research this. I had to go to Google and find out if turkey was healthy or not. And that's something I reminded the students was, please research it. Please look up and see if you can find more information. I have to have 2 to 3 sentences explaining each reason. So I did mine. It's there. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, Tuesday and today, we took our pre-write and we're putting it on our draft graphic organizer. Okay? So I took my topic sentence, in my opinion, I think we should eat turkey on Thanksgiving. That was here. And I wrote a hook, but guess what? Your students didn't actually have to think of a hook. I already had some on slide 4 for them to pick out. They could have chosen one or they could choose their own. So I gave my little mini lesson on writing a hook, and I modeled writing a hook, and my hook is Benjamin Franklin once praised the turkey for being a respectable bird. The hook should get the reader interested in reading. Then I stated my topic sentence that has my opinion. And then I have another sentence that states my reasons. These 3 reasons in yellow right here. So it says, I strongly feel that we should eat turkey on Thanksgiving because turkey is so delicious, comma, eating turkey on Thanksgiving Day is a family tradition, and turkey is a great source of protein. So then, after I did that, I had to choose some transition words. Sorry, I had to stop my dogs from barking. So after I got my topic sentence that has my hook, my topic sentence that states my opinion, and my topic sentence that states my 3 reasons. Topic sentence should be 3 sentences or more. I should not see 1 sentence there. If I see 1 sentence, that is 1st and 2nd grade writing, not 5th grade writing. Then I chose a transition word. You can see that I have my transition words in purple. Guess what? All your child had to do was look on slide 5 and choose them. I have a selection of transition words for 1st reason, 2nd reason, 3rd reason. So all they had to do was choose a transition word, write their reason and their explanation from this slide, and all they had to do was copy and paste. So to copy and paste, all I do is click, drag. Then I can click Control and C at the same time, and I can come right here where I want to put it, click, and then press Control and V at the same time, and it comes on. So I did that for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd reason. I'm not making anything else up. It's here. I'm just copying and pasting it after I've selected a transition word, which is already done for them too. They just have to choose one and write it. Then I write my conclusion. So my conclusion should start with a conclusion sentence starter. See, mine says, as you can see. And that is also right here. See, conclusion sentence and sentence starters. So I choose one of those and I type it. Then I state my topic sentence. Well, guess what? That's already done for me too. It's right here. It's in my topic sentence. The conclusion is restating your topic sentence again. You want it to be the first thing and the last thing that the reader reads. And then I just put my reasons in there. Here's one. Turkey is so delicious, everyone should try it. Look, there's turkey is so delicious, that's a reason. It's a great family tradition for all families. Look, that's a reason right there. I just added a little bit more to it. And my last one, turkey is so healthy, it helps our muscles grow. That's right here too. It's all right there. So this is what your student should have done to date. Tomorrow, we're going to take all of this from here. We're going to copy and paste it in paragraph format. So I would come to my topic sentence. I would select it all. I would type right here in the box. And I do need to make this into paragraph format. So I need to come up here and I want to align left and I need to indent. To indent, I press the tab. And I selected the wrong one, sorry. Let me go back. Go back to it. This is the one I meant to select. Control C. Come back to it. Click in there. Control V. There we go. I need to align it left. So I'm going to click here. Align left. It aligns it. I'm going to hit tab. That is paragraph 1. I'm going to do the same thing with all the other paragraphs. And then on Friday, we will edit. We have to read it 3 times. And I have this nice edit and revising that your child can use to make sure they've used the checklist to make sure their writing is 5th grade appropriate. And then after they've revised it, that means they've went back through. First, we got to make sure this is no longer highlighted. So I'm going to click highlight color, transparent, and it gets rid of it. So after I have edited and revised, and to do that, I have to read it at least 3 times. On Friday, they will turn it into me. And here is the rubric. This is attached to your child's writing. Please ask your child where to see their writing so you know where they're at. This entire thing should be done today. If your child does not have this done and they do not have at least 3 to 4 sentences in each one, that's not 5th grade writing. Also, remind them that the word I should be capitalized. Their sentences should start with a capital and end with the correct punctuation mark. Their sentences should not contain text language like spelling you with the letter U or have numbers in it. If you have numbers, this is a big number, but if you're talking about the number 8 or the number 4, you see 4 here, it has to be spelled out. I cannot use text language in my formal writing. I want your child to have a 3 or a 4 on their report card, but I'm noticing that many students aren't even attempting to do it, which means that they will end up here with 0 points, which will be a level 1. They need to know how to do this. Please ask them about it and remind them that it is due on Friday. Thank you.